What's going on, everyone? Josh Hennig here, coming back at you with another video, and I'm actually here at work. I actually have a few minutes to myself where no one's here, and I'm kind of just waiting for things to happen. Side effect of working in this kind of job. But anyway, so I want to talk to you about what's going on with my fitness situation. Obviously, a lot of people, I've talked to other people about their situations, but I never get into mine. And I think it's about time I start opening up about what's going on in my life. So I started building a new workout program. I'm calling it Superset to the Max. And with any program that I recommend or I build or I train with anyone, I put myself through it first. I believe that, trial and error by a trainer is the best way to help people understand what they're doing with their programs and their lives. So anytime that I train someone or I go through something, it's something I put myself through first. So this is a program I built because I didn't see anybody else doing this. And I thought I would like to experiment with trying this. And the premise was this supersets, which the basic terminology, it's a basic term for when it's a fancy way of saying doing two exercises back to back. So for example, let's say in a normal person's program, on leg day, they would do leg extensions with a machine and then flip over and do leg curls, so they would tack their quadriceps and their hamstrings, two opposing muscle groups back to back. Well, what I wanted to do with this program, because I'm a firm believer in developing strength of both your slow twitch fibers and your fast twitch fibers. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to couple weightlifting exercises with body functional exercises. So for example, let's say you're doing chest day, and the idea would be, let's say you're doing bench press, and then you drop on the ground and you do push-ups. Or you're doing barbell squats and you're doing jump squats. Something simple like that. I don't want to give away too much information because I'm still kind of developing and tweaking the program. So, I wanted to start doing this December 1st, after I kind of ran into some roadblocks in November with some issues with my own personal things that kind of kept me from sticking with the program I was originally on. I was able to finish the program, but not the way I wanted to. Not as strong as I wanted to. So anyway, I wanted to start this in December, and I got up to a good start, but then I got really, really sick. And I was pretty much down and out for about 2 weeks solid. As a result, when I came back, I wasn't in the same physical condition as I was before. And I realized after Christmas that I was going to need to really work my way back up. So the week of Christmas I've been experimenting with this program. I've really had to start from scratch, clean slate in some ways, because obviously my strength and my cardio weren't where I wanted them to be originally. And while my cardio has gotten better, my lifts have come along a little bit slower. My functional strength is there, but it's not as good as I want it to be. And then a couple weeks ago, I woke up funny on a Sunday morning. My back was twisted, and my lower back has been aching and giving me problems since. And of course, this is the second time I've really had problems with my lower back this year. And so I'm really trying to take a lot of time to let it recover, not overdo it. I went out, and in another video I'll talk more about this, but I went out and invested in a weight training belt, something I had a really long time ago. And I've been a little bit stubborn and neglectful of getting one, and I actually found a really good deal on one. And so I went ahead and got that to really help with my back support and my core stabilization when I'm lifting. And for those of you out there who have back problems, I'm going to do a video later on to explain the purpose of a weightlifting belt and why you should use it if you're going to be lifting a lot of heavy weight, if you've ever had any sort of core or back issue at all. So anyway, that's the basics of what's going on with me. Today was an off day for me. As part of my experimentation, I wanted to see how a hamstring dominant lifting day would go, and it didn't go as planned. So I'm recovering a little bit slower. I'm going to need an extra day or two to get over what I did. I did set a new personal record for deadlifts, and I'm actually in a video you're going to see you're going to see what really a deadlift is. Basically, a deadlift is an exercise that does a lot of focus on the hamstring region. At least the ones that I do. I don't like back deadlifts because of the fact that I feel that back deadlifts are not very functionally fit. I think they make you look great if you flex your back, if you have your shirt off, but in the end, you're developing too much muscle that can actually limit your rotational flexibility. And as I mentioned in a video last year, if you're someone who needs to be flexible to rotate, you don't want to overdo any muscle group in your core or your back, because then what's going to happen is when you try to torque yourself too hard and too quickly, you'll hurt yourself because your body's not set up for that. But that's a discussion for another day. Anyway, really appreciate you watching. I'm going to be doing weekly updates from now on about what's going on with my own personal fitness and health, so you all can get a inside look into my world. Next week, I'll probably be resuming the program as normal, at least for a 4-day run. I'm going to see how many days in a row I can lift, see how my back is feeling, but obviously don't want to overdo it. So I'm resting today. Tomorrow I'm going to do some yoga just to really loosen up my hamstrings, loosen up my back, because the tighter your hamstrings are, the more it pulls on your lower back. So I'm trying to be proactive about it. And then I'll get back into some lifts for Sunday, and we'll see how I'm feeling. This is Josh Hennig. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check me out on social media.